start with the Orioles and the Rangers. We got Boscombe for the Orioles and Eovaldi for the Rangers. What do you make of this game?
So let's start by looking at the odds logic live odds screen. And right now, the Texas Rangers. And by the way, get a free 7-day trial. oddslogic.com/Teddy. And try it out. It really is. I use it every day. I'll just leave it at that. It's a fantastic product. But right now, looking at the odds logic live odds screen, I'm seeing Texas in the -145, -150 range. There's a fair bit of line variance on this ball game. Total 7.5, juice to the under in this one. And for me, when we talk about baseball after the All-Star break, my number one key factor isn't the starting pitching matchup. It isn't the long-term stats. It's current form. The first half of the season, the pre-All-Star break stuff, largely irrelevant to any daily betting decisions for me, except for valuation questions. The stats are an explanation for why a team is priced where they are or why a pitcher is priced where he is. But you talk about what happened in the first half, I don't care anymore that much. Current form is what matters the most in post-All-Star break baseball. And current form here, let's see, the Rangers came out of the break and they went 6-5 their first 11. Then they lost 6 in a row. They got swept in Houston. They got beat up by Tampa. And then they went from leading the AL West to now they're sitting in the third wild card spot. 5 teams that are in between a game and a half for that third wild card spot in the AL. So they had a bit of a skid, and then they won their last 2 versus hapless San Francisco. So current form, struggling versus good teams, and still capable of beating weak teams. Nathan Eovaldi's been pretty good. Last home start, 7 innings of 3-hit, 1-run ball. The Rangers 4-0 in his last 4 home starts. He's allowed 3 earned runs or less every time. Baltimore won 3 in a row coming out of the All-Star break, and after that, they haven't won or lost more than 2 in a row. It's been up and down, up and down. They're a 500 level team, not bottom feeders. They're not good. They're playing 500 level baseball. And it's been very, win a game, lose a game, win 2, lose 2, nothing streak wise. I don't like what they did at the deadline when you're trading away talent and you're in a playoff race. Rutschman gets traded, Ward gets traded for prospects, and the quotes, from Dylan Beavers. We lost some really good players and teammates. I feel like we have to, unfortunately, go about business as usual and try to win every night. Same kind of deal as before. That's not a positive quote for me, for the Orioles. Shane Baz has been really good. 3 starts in the break. He's allowed 1 earned run on each of the 3. That being said, the Orioles lost all 3. The Phillies, the Braves, the Red Sox, 3 good teams, but they're not beating good teams. Bullpen-wise, not sure either of these 2 bullpens has a significant edge over the other. Home road-wise, there's nothing significant home road for either team. Rangers a couple games above 500 at home. Baltimore, same thing. And both teams a couple games below 500 on the road, but there's nothing significant. It's not like Texas is bet on in Arlington or Baltimore is bet against when they leave Cannon Yards. None of that really matters. So the lean here, with all that being said, is Texas at the favorites price. The Rangers' losing streak is over. Their arrows pointed upwards. Eovaldi's bet on. I look at the Rangers here. Rangers full game. Rangers first 5. Short chalk worth laying.
And then I just love this Rays team. They keep quiet. They feel like a Teddy Covers team. Just don't tell anybody that the Rays are 4 games up in their division. They just keep doing what the Rays do. They reload, rebuild. They stay out of the headlines, and now they're 68-46, 4 games up on the Yankees and 5 up on the Red Sox. The Red Sox, they could come out of the AL. Well, they're third. Maybe they can come out of their own division. So we got them facing the Mariners, and the Mariners are in one of the strangest divisions ever. The Astros are leading the division 59-57, and everyone else is below 500. This is one of the weirdest divisions in baseball history. So you got the Rays, you got the Mariners. What are we doing with this game?
Yeah, the AL West feels like the AL Central. Where the AL Central's been in recent seasons. And of course, we're going to start by looking at the odds logic live odds screen for Tampa and Seattle. And this game's priced pretty near pickup. I'm seeing Seattle as high as -120 at a handful of books. Take back on the Rays, in the +100 range. Total 7 for this ball game. Juice to the under. Bettors not expecting runs in bunches. Things have gotten ugly in Seattle. All right. I mean, the Mariners are 5-10 their last 15. They just lost 11-0 to the Tigers. All right. That's a far cry away from one game away from the World Series like they were last year. This team can hit. They scored 4 runs in 3 games against Detroit. They've been held to 4 or less 12 of their last 15. You have Julio Rodriguez, who misplayed a fly ball against the Tigers, and then they announced he's doing a DJ set tonight. The fans are not amused by that. That said, they got shut out again twice in the last 3 games. They've been shut out 11 times this year. And in general, I don't mind teams that lost 11-0 in their last home game. They got another home game here. It's kind of a statement game the next time out. And for all the disappointments, Seattle's only a game and a half out of the wild card spot. Seattle and Tampa, by the way, both very much home road dichotomy clubs. The Rays are sub 500 on the highway. Right? Even after sweeping Colorado this week, they're still sub 500 on the highway. The Mariners, 7-7 above 500 at home. So they've been winning at home. Tampa's been losing on the road. And, of course, Logan Gilbert. The Mariners 10-2 his last 12 starts, 9-2 in his last 11 home starts dating back to April. So they're winning for him everywhere, and they're winning for him at home in particular. He's got 6 quality starts his last 9 overall. He's eating innings. He's dominated Tampa 2-0 with a 1.4 ERA, 6 career appearances against them. Logan Gilbert is bet on all the way. And the Mariners at home show some bet on, and the Mariners off the 11-0 loss show some bet on. And I still don't want the Mariners in this game. The Rays had yesterday off. They flew in from Colorado, not from across the country, so it's only a 1 time zone differential. And Tampa lost their first 4 out of the All-Star break. They're 12-4 since. They swept the Rockies. Junior Caminero saying, I hit 3 home runs in 3 games in Colorado. I like it. Got the mile high air a lot. I want to stay 3 more days here. Not going to be easy, as easy for Tampa. You talk about going from Colorado, a place where balls carry, to Seattle, a place where balls don't carry. I think that's a big negative for Seattle offensively today, or Tampa offensively today. That being said, it's hard. I want to fade Logan Gilbert. I don't want to fade Drew Rasmussen either. Okay. It's 3 starts since the All-Star break. He's given up a grand total of 2 runs. His last 2 starts, 13 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, no runs. He's been unbelievable, unhittable. Both bullpens, solid form, neither fatigued. Sidewise, this game feels like a pick'em to me. It's priced like a pick'em. It feels like a pick'em. I'm not expecting either team to have a big advantage on the side. But total-wise, the play is the total in this game. Under. First 5 under, full game under. We believe in these pitchers. We don't believe in these lineups today, at least. So I'm expecting a pitcher's duel in Seattle, late night Friday action.
So you're doing all of your NFL futures. That's one of the things you're known for. What else do you have up at WagerTalk and Wynn's opening line report? Tell us about all that.
Sure. So we have obviously the NFL opening, the NFL season win report is up and available right now on my page, wt.buzz/TC. We have a whole bunch of team preview videos, obviously. From a sales standpoint, like I said, I made my NFL preseason numbers. Now I'm waiting for the market to catch up. As soon as we see the numbers, the betting open for week 1 of the preseason will be in action there. We're in action for MLB for tonight. A single best bet for the clients. We also have a 2% play that is free on my homepage tonight. For Cincinnati, Washington, and MLB action. So a pair in MLB. The baseball has been very good. Plus 15 units, 75% over the past 8 days. So we're making money in MLB right now. We're looking forward to making money in football this next week. And obviously the opening line report, the first edition of the 2026 opening line report will come on Monday. We'll talk about the NFL preseason openers and where we expect these numbers to move. Myself and Kelly in Vegas, live right here, WagerTalk TV, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss it.